How are we living, boys? I almost messed up this intro because I'm starting my blue buff. We're bringing back Bruiser, one of the goats of Briar, or rather, one of the most fan-favorited. This one is mostly just the fun of having Yuntao's burst of attack speed plus lethal tempo, right? And high damage runes makes people's heart explode. I don't know what you want me to say, man. People love this. And I myself have found that going green smite definitely buys you enough time with it. Because there will be a point that, like, as you finish Yuntao, maybe you got 2 ruby crystals, green smite's going to proc, and that'll get you the tankiness to get through a lot of fights. And I've been enjoying green smite with the higher damage builds forever, but mostly with Yuntao starts, because just, you know, even lethality can pick up a ruby crystal here and there, like it's nothing, and feel a little bit tankier, but Yuntao builds feel like they need a little bit of juice, because your recalls get a little scuffed at times, like your jungle pet, clearly, when you have to buy the BF sword. So, that's why we're in green smite here. You could do blue or red smite, it's all the same, but for me, I'm a Yuntao green smite enjoyer. But yeah, we're rocking high damage runes. We're going with a high damage build. I will say, enemy team has double invis and Lulu. So this would likely be one of the times that this build would be at its hardest, because those champions interact with people that need to auto-attack a ton pretty well. They do very well into that, right? Invis stops you from auto-attacking, and Lulu Polymorph is a very skillful and balanced spell. But it's all good. Again, runes and build do not matter as much as your gameplay, so as long as I take decent fights, I think we'll be just alright. We're pathing topside here this game instead of bot, just because we have a Set versus Riven. Very volatile matchup, and we know that enemy Viego is also pathing here. So I think we should start trying to fight. Before he gets here, of course. She might try and Q3 me. I like that, because then we can look to stun her. My Set definitely gets good damage there. Ooh, I like it. Put him into the wall. I think we can actually try and block. I don't know if Set wins here, because this guy is low health, and Briar kind of kills you when you're low health. So nice, good 2v2. My Set with that flash W is really good. Luckily, Riven played that pretty badly, where she didn't have to go to the bush to try and Q3 me and get like this huge weird outplay. She could have just right-clicked away from me, but their mistake is not my problem. Now this person, what are we thinking about this? We're going to try and damage through it. I can take one more, let him get close. Nice. Huge. And all we do there is we tank the extra turret shot just in case Azir were to go under the turret with like a flash auto or something. If he were to go under turret for a flash auto there, and he got double turret shot, well, it's fully charged. He might just flat out fall over. So that would be pretty bad for him. We have a pretty decent start, I'd say. We got a bunch of AD. We don't have the attack speed components just yet, so our dragon clear might not be as fast. But overall, really solid start, killing both solo laners and enemy jungler. So we're kind of living. Oh, we do have enemy jungler invaded our Gromp. That's a really good invade. Will he actually take the fight? I don't know. I like where Nautilus is at. I think we hard win. Good try. He tried his best. I love flash auto though. Can't miss that, brother. Cannot miss that. When he said hold the wave, that was actually I mean, a disgustingly correct call, by the way. That is a really, really good thing to have your support say. That means that he understands wave states. Wave states do likely always win you the game. We did lose our Grump, but again, we're in a pretty good spot. He's at 29. That's a bonus streak plus a camp, so he's literally just up the 1 camp from my jungle, but he can go to his jungle, which has 4 camps, and mine has 3. So he goes up a little bit of farm, but we're up pretty good money. As you can see, we spent 1950. He spent 1200, so in the 1v1, we're looking pretty good. You could make the play, run straight to his blue buff, to then go and fight him for a camp to get the camp back. I think that's a very good play if you have prio. Right now, we do not have prio, so that's why we're straying away from that. Let our team get the wave states. If you stay tucked in this little corner, they actually don't get to see you. Like that. So pretty decent one, I'd say. She's going to maybe try and just play to kill us here. I don't think she has it either way. And perfect timing for that. And it's on Set's cannon, so he doesn't even get to miss very much. My Zir wants a gank. Luckily, all my camps are down, so thank you, Viego, for taking my Gromp. Made my job a little bit easier. I swept a bit early just in case they had a really good ward in my jungle. He just saw me, so I'm going to ping away. We did get level 6. That's good. I can start looking down here. I don't have my item just yet. Look at that guy. Now, do you take the cheese invade on this guy? They want to go dragon. I think I'll sync up with my team for it. Come on, team. Let's do it. I think in a better world, your AD carry stays bot and can catch the next wave and kind of zone enemy team while you and your support go to that invade. But sometimes, man, just because you want the invade doesn't really make it better. Sure, that is like an alternative way for us to win is if we, you know, start shutting out Viego outright. But currently, we're not really in a position where we need to like take a, you know, a more moderate risk for a bigger benefit because we're doing good. Our lanes are winning right now. So, yeah, I don't really hate the idea that we go to Dragon there. I'm able to farm some camps and then make it to Grubs, too. We can start playing for Feats of Strength. That's an alternative way to win. I'm going to ping my money so my mid laner hopefully doesn't get as mad that I'm not just babysitting, standing in his lane the whole time. My Corki pivoted to play for the 1-for-1. That's not going to work out in any world. Getting the flash is pretty cool, though. Now, the thing is, if you play for this, Viego's close. So, if you guys were to get a kill here, it has to be very quick. And which I don't think is that good. If they let him hit this freeze, that's really good. So, I'm actually going to ping him off. This is great, actually. Again, wave states are everything. So, when your minions are looking good like that, be happy about it. We get to take a recall on Yuntao, the point of this build. And we get to go to a Ruby Crystal. Life is very good. Oh, and the wave goes in. Oh my god, that was a close fight. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Riven's the most balanced champ on Earth. But is a Fed set also balanced? I'm not gonna say. This guy's here, that's really good. Seems like our timers are just syncing up so well with my team over Viego's. Now, as you can see, right, I did my blue and my Gromp, hovered for that play, and then took the recall, right? So the idea is that if I wanted to start clearing again, I would rather go to my Krugs. Go Krugs. Excuse me, sorry. How much do I really care? Hit a tap E for the slow here. Okay. We're going to walk back. We're going to auto smite that. If he plays to kill me, we'll be there. Let's go ahead and leave this one, though, if we want to. He gets that solo kill. Ooh, you just flash forward and you messed up your W timing. That's not very good. Buffer R into it and hopefully you can hit. Because Riven's coming. Get in the wall. Set W. I need to go heal, I think. Maybe I can play for the fight. Maybe I stay for my boy here. Nice. That's a good kill. I have Triumph on this, so the idea is that as people are getting lower, I want to still stay near the fight. Keep baiting spells. Yeah, great job. You're the GOAT. Again, we did that play 4v3, right? Because we didn't have Nautilus. They had Lulu. So we got 1-for-1 there and the Grubs, and it was 3v4. So... don't ever be too mad about that, right? It's always good whenever you're feeling a little weird or awkward about if a play was like actually good or bad. Just take a moment and just look at the numbers. Was the fight actually fair? Like, should you be mad at a 1-for-1? Maybe in an even circumstance, being mad at a 1-for-1 might be okay, right? Because, like, if you're the winning team, you might assume that you should be winning hard. But reality is that was a 4v3. 1-for-1 got the objective. Life is good. On top of the fact that my top laner... his wave is about to be in and then bounced. And my mid lane's scaling, right? Azir, one of the hardest scaling champions in the game. He's winning lane right now. We get to chill today. This guy is here, so they can go here. I'm just going to immediately take the gank here. Might not even be too much for me. Not really the greatest situation for me. But overall, one free little kill. I'm never mad about that. And we can start looking Viego's bot side too. Now hit the blast cone to check the red, but save your W in case you want to go to his Krug. So look at that. 1, 2. Now you check 2 camps. You know, the more efficiently you check their camps and get to their camps, obviously, make your day a little easier here. Smite to slow him down, hit Q, and pray that Nautilus makes it here in time. Buffer E just in case you don't want to get too low, in case Viego's here. The wave state's looking pretty good. Riven did die. This guy's no flash, so I'm not scared at all. Ooh, maybe scared now, though. We're going to go ahead and use W since no one's close enough to us. There's no way without flash this guy's catching up. Sorry, brother. Now, they might start looking here. Yep, that's exactly what I thought. Wholesome Aurora moment. I didn't flash. I didn't feel the need to flash. I'm going to keep it honest. I flat out didn't. Luckily, sure, I died for 700 gold. That does suck. But the amount of plates that we're getting and my soul lanes are very happy. Although, this is a pretty good play for their team, no lie. It's not the worst for our team. Nautilus getting one here. Oh, it's so close, man. And the worst part about it is that I fly in, I'm just going to get Lulu polymorphed, and it's not going to look any better for me. So that part kind of sucks. Lulu polymorph, it's not very fun. I'm going to send a for fun ult here. Got a flash. Right? Got a flash there. Not going to go to that turret because I feel like they might still be looking for me here. Let's see. We don't make it here, of course, but I can go to second dragon, get the win con going there. Currently in my head, Dragon Soul became very important as we stopped hard stomping, and now we need something a little bit more legitimate, so that's why I didn't go to my camps, and I prioritized the objective here. Because Dragon Soul will likely be the difference here. You know, our hard scaling comp, getting a Dragon Soul on top of it, obviously, going to help us out a ton. Viego looks like he actually didn't even go to his topside camps. He likely skipped for a half of his camps into dragon play, so we caught him lacking there. That's very good. Team's doing just all right there. I have been walking around a lot this game. I'm not really as high farm as I'd like to be. So that's why you see me now, instead of like defending a 3 minion push on mid, I took my camps. Because once my camps are dead, we can actually start playing. My Yuntao is fully stacked up on the crit strike, of course. This guy coming? Here, wait, I got you. He's probably never seen something like that. Nice. We need 1100 for our item. We can obviously start stepping up a lot more now. We have Nautilus on roam. And our team is just finally on the same timer. It's mostly all that matters here. I'm not too worried about my health here because of stuff like that. Flash ult. This could be very good for us. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't be too surprised if this is very good for us. Oh, can we bring it home? Close. No, this is not as good. It's not that bad. It's not that bad again. It's so close. Oh my god, we're kind of cooking. What is that? 3 for 2 current. We didn't expect them to pull 5, but we're kind of stepping up, going crazy. 3 for 3. Make it 3 for 3. It's so close. What a team fight. Yeah, I mean, dude, we're not really respecting their ability to sacrifice every bit of farm and wave state and turret to just walk 5 men at something. Now, this is what we call a death ball. Now, as you can see, right, I just made a mistake going for that play. It is what it is. We got Riven Flash, that's good. Viego ult and Aurora ult, no matter what. Okay, they're death balling. So now, this is where you have to really lock in. You must start counting players really hard. Make it a point to do it. Because you will start complaining when, oh my god, they're here every time. Yep, we just acknowledged that they are here every time. So now, I have no reason to expect them to be split. I have 0 reason. So I'm going to start pinging my objectives a little more. Make sure my team's on the same page. Slide through, get that hit. We're going for a smite upgrade right now. We have Dragon in 2 minutes, 20 seconds. That is the win con. Again, grouping up for Dragons means that their death balling is met with a team fight. Now we're ahead for that team fight, so life will be good. Now they have everyone here again. Is this worth it? We have a 0 TP. We can pull 5, so that's where we want to be here. Now they get that turret for free. This is already a worth trade for us. We don't have to rift, right? They can just right-click that one to death. Life is good. I'm on vision. Likely somewhere random. He doesn't have smite advantage right now. Does he still play for this? I don't know. He will go invis. We're going to lose frenzy, but we can at least put some damage on him. Nice. We don't take any damage there. Life is good. Use WQ here just to make sure that you're hitting the right target. Blast that camp to death. Again, we don't need to do anything till dragon other than just steal some camps here and there. Life is good. As we're starting to get more bruiser items, my tankiness is going to ramp up and Yuntao is going to get a ton of value. My team's going for a 2-man invade on their raptors. That's fine. I grab level 11. Grab level 11 here. My team needs not to fight. We're going to grab another ruby because likely our third item will have a ruby crystal in it when it goes for this Titanic and then turns into an Overlord's. If he can live, it's good. Gets the raw Viego ult. Now that's a very important spell because now he loses an execute. If no one on your team trolls next fight, he has no reset. So that's good. They're playing to go for a Azir here. I'm going to put this right where they have to walk. That's the idea here. They're completely giving up on Azir, so we can't lose. Now we get a better fight no matter what. I'm going to slide through right side. We're going to catch their AD carry for free. We're going to go ahead and smite this person. Just slow her down. Do the E like that, because either she gets put in the wall or runs into my turret. I'm happy about it. Hop backwards. You already kill her. Life is good. Dragon to 19. That's a huge team fight. Great job, this guy. As you can see, those early ganks, getting this guy super fed, he is performing. I mean, performing. Great job. Nice, and that was 5v4, so we actually hit the counter death ball. Life was good. But our death ball is simply just going to the neutral objective. So ours is less greedy than theirs, right? We didn't lose as many waves or take as much turret damage as they did on their previous death balls. So life is good. We go to soul point. Life is, like I said, good here. But what's the plan for Otacon? That's where life, you know, Otacon, if they get a smite steal on it, as you know, it is an insane objective right now. You have to be so careful when going for this. Because it will shred your armor and MR, and then life gets really depressing. Because then you're taking a team fight, you're down armor and MR versus this team that does a ton of damage. Steel caps, steel caps, steel caps. We're going to grab that. It is better to pick up Giant's Belt over Ruby Crystal there, because Ruby Crystal is 150 health. If you already have a Ruby, turn it into Giant's Belt, that's 200 health. So spend more money, get more stats, of course. Nice. Titanic obviously works well with Yuntao in lethal tempo, right? You're trying to stack up immediately and go for big damage once you get lethal tempo fully stacked up. Extra auto attack reset getting you pretty good there. 45 seconds. We are good, and we have no one on mid-wave. Now, mid-wave is very important because if we lose this team fight, they get the Otacon, and then they take our mid-tier 1. Our map looks a lot worse, so make sure someone's on this mid-lane duty here. And if it's got to be me, it's got to be me. Unfortunately, I can't get my red buff. You see it's 30 seconds, 25 seconds start. We don't want to be that far away from the objective and risk needing ultimate. I'd rather be there for the team fight and have ultimate as insurance. My boy is going pretty far for this. She's going to slide through, drop R. It is what it is. Oh my god. Set can pick this up, right? Makes sense for him to do that, so we're going to start this as 2. And you just got to see the map for what it is, man. You really do. You know, I could make a point to walk to that mid-wave without, oh, my team sucks. They're not going to do anything. It's like, no, man. Play the game. We know he'll go to it. You can't spread yourself so thin that you're trying to do everything, and trying to do everything you do nothing. It will not work out. So there's a red buff here that my Corky just cleared, so that means I can go pick that up. Don't really like that play, but it's not bad. Go ahead and get that going. Now that purple on my screen means that Rift is going to spawn by itself in 15 seconds. I'd like it to spawn near tier 2 over a tier 3. So we're going to drive it so it will walk into that there, tier 2 in mid lane. We're going to get Lulu ulted, but that ult will put us out of turret aggro. That gives Rift Herald time to spawn. As long as he hits the drive, that turret should die. They pulled 3. We got to walk away. Turret's down. He's cooking. He hops back in. I don't hate that play at all. They killed it, though, so his life isn't too awesome right now. He did get the tier 2. If he lives, it's absolutely bonkers. Can't lie. Make sure they have no vision. It would mean more if I got these, please. Thank you, team. He's making sure he gets every dollar. It's okay. Lime, I see you're cooking, man. Just trying to get this here item. Or at least the Tiamat. Let me get the Tiamat. What is this devious Viego build? Oh my god. Dragon Soul in a minute 30. This is, again, like most Yuntal build videos usually go for a bunch of, you know, random skirmishes. You could see me do a ton of, you know, 1v1s here and there. Their team just chalked up playing correctly, and they just went for, we are out of playing correct. Let's just go death ball and try and cheese. Like I said at the start of the video, this is where you don't want to be. You don't want the team to be grouping up like this. This is a really good skirmish build, so you'd prefer to have random fights with this. But as you can see, you won't always get perfect case scenario, man. You gotta make it work. Luckily, this is a masterclass of neutrals, right? I made one huge mistake as a death, but other than that, we're there for every neutral. We're not dropping too much farm to do so, and life is looking pretty good. Good. Like this position a little bit. We can catch someone that splits to mid wave here. He goes to mid. We can actually just start running right at him. He does have invis, so just raw Wing won't be an option here. And that is quite okay. My boy probably ran down. That is very true. But mid wave again, before neutral, you want to be doing this. What's my team up to? They're cooking. They got 3 for none right now. They're not even going to kill set. My job is the Dragon Soul, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Again, Dragon Soul, if you don't know what Chem Tech does, is one of Briar's best. While below 50% health, gain damage resist and deal more damage. That means you're harder to kill when you're low, which is where Briar wants to be, because then you get more damage, more healing. On top of the fact that you're going to flat out just do more damage, so your W is going to crank. So you get Chem Tech, just know your W2 turns into a 2 times strength spell. It's awesome, actually. Dragon Soul obtained. We don't have enough for our items still. What's going on with that? Thank you, set, for this. Very much so a real one. Do still need 400 gold. Oh, did he ping that? Oh, he did. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, I didn't know. My bad, bro. I happily would have given him that. You can't ping it an hour ago and act like I still remember, bro. Try not to overfarm here, but again, there's just so much free farm on the map, man. I want it so bad, but hover your team in times like this. You know your team's about to get jiggy with it. Look at how they're playing, right? Ooh, good hit. Honestly, that was probably the best interaction I've seen Riot Games deal with, right? I could foresee there would be a circumstance where he goes right there and then he explodes, gets 10k health for free for whatever reason, and then just starts 1v9ing. And he's invulnerable while he does it with full AP. My team's pulling 2 people, so we're just going to try and dodge Ezreal Qs and spells while hitting the turret as much as possible. Always buffer E. If you have to W backwards for position, that's fine. Just know that you have to E or you're going to run farther back. It's not too bad of a situation. My team wants to do Baron. I like the Baron because we have high damage carries right now. But you do have to take the Scryers away because all that will be used against you somehow, right? So take every single thing. Blast Cone for steals, double Scryer, everything. All those words don't really matter. It just matters that we know that they're there. Nice. Enemy team actually just isn't stepping out of base for this. So we get the full recall. We get to the 3-item trifecta. And then we likely end this game in, I would say, T-minus a few minutes. 3 minutes, maybe. Grab this. Boom. Let's go ahead and get that Overlord's cooking. Again, like, Overlords is really good 3rd item on full health builds. Well, if you think about it, Yuntao is just my 1st item, so my 3rd health item will be Overlords, and then it'll just be the same thing, just a little bit later, and you have this high attack speed item. Or high damage item. And now we're back to Titanicing. Life is good. Our next fight will likely be one of our best. If you W over this side of the wall, you won't aggro raptors. If you W there, you will obviously aggro raptors. That's not what you always want to do. I want to be on their side of the map right now since we are very strong. Q, auto, Titanic, that ward. Again, Titanic's an auto attack reset. Auto attacks deal damage to wards, so obviously that works out in your favor. This guy's pivoting down. He's level 14. I'm level 16, so that's not too bad. I can shoot a random ult there, just try and help my boy out. Looks like we're going to step up to the turret here. I missed ult. Life is good. Thank God I did. Dead. Oh, oh. We got to do the thing. Use E on that turret shot, you know what I'm saying? Just in case. A little bit of health. Hey, you don't have E while you wait for it. Now we're at their Nexus. We kind of got to be a little bit scared. GG close out. It is every game, of course. Slide through. We're finally getting to do what we want to do. Finally. All it took was 26 minutes and at their Nexus. Is he going to step out, though? Oh, I was about to go into. There you go. Nice. GG. Huge. Yeah, man. I mean, look, the build does what it does, man. It does what it does. In post-production, I realized that this game literally just has me sitting there because my OBS crashed as I'm talking to you guys at the end of the game. So here's the stats, of course. As you can see, climbing 30 LP. Damage was, I mean, good. Not for Azir, obviously. That guy's living a dream. Damage taken, still good, of course. Even with Yuntel start, not that bad. Up 3k gold. Runes, we didn't actually get much lethal tempo value this game because, well, they just deathballed and never played. But luckily, a win's a win, and we had the chance to do it. So it is what it is. Thank you for watching. Peace. You guys say F it and just go Yuntel. It is what it is. A lot of time when you go any Yuntel or high damage first item build, Green Smite can actually kind of get you there. Because you're going to have downtime between getting tanky and Green Smite can definitely start helping. Now the main thing to do with this build is, you know, you need to get the BF sword. The BF sword, this is the hump of this item. And that's kind of why it's like, you know, it's less, I don't know, what's the word? Less realistic to go this build over another. Is it worth to try and kill this guy and then he flashes away and ghosts away and then life is so sad? Or no, he likely awarded where I am, and he's going to execute. Okay. That's not that bad. Briar's full clear here is already about 318. Maybe I lost about 7-8 seconds. Overall, as long as Master E didn't use that time to go run straight to my blue buff, I guess would be just alright. Not too bad. Me walking at Garen did get him to execute, and I don't know if he wanted to execute on that timer, actually. So we might have actually done a little bit of good for top lane just by showing an award. So our clear is essentially down about 10 seconds, actually. So a little bit off, but overall, crab just spawned. Our blue buff is dead. We're here on time. Couldn't even stop topside. It is what it is. If he dies, he dies. Oh. If that killed, that would be cool, but it won't. Yeah, there's no way. Now, the only question is, did he start Raptors, and would you could go to his Raptors, or do you just have to go to yours? I would say Mastery players don't really Raptor start because they, you know, they don't have the best clear. How's Kraken work? Good. Now the cool thing is we're again on Garen's side, and we're trying to get this here 1300 gold recall. Can mess this guy up. I have red buff still, so it might be worth it for me to chase. Maybe not him. Oh, he did the thing. You're so silly, bro. Garen players swear they're smart. They swear they're smart. They're so dumb, bro. Like, in the nicest way possible. You'll never get me with that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Be serious. Okay, enemy mastery is approaching critical mass. Nice. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Garen players, please don't ever try thinking. You guys aren't good at that. Good try, bro. That was real. What's up, Hime? I'll give him some hype, though. That was real. Alright, nice. Mastery just walking to top lane getting a kill and then walking to bot lane getting a double. Yeah, it sucks. There's really nothing else to say. It sucks. But it's not like, you know, again, a lot of League players do the thing where they're like, that's my mistake. Him doing good is my mistake. No, man. Your team's gonna die sometimes. And you know what they say? Mastery is the best early ganker in the game possible. By the way, they don't say that. Yeah, by the way, they do not say that. Hehe. You're not gonna get the pull, bro. You're cooked. Enemy support, don't be too mad about that. I didn't even get anything for the gank, but, you know, a little cook. Someone's supposed to be on my Raptors here? Okay, no, we're good. If he was on my Raptors, you have to go to his Raptors in red, right? But because they're not, obviously I would have been just walking straight into Master E there because of that ping. And that's why you really gotta be wary of just because your team says something's happening doesn't mean it's actually happening. Oh, someone's on your Raptors. Well, hey, don't trust them just yet. Wait for this icon to change. Boom, we're over the wall. We can't contest him on Dragon here because their bot lane has Prio. Your support roam top to get him a kill, so that's good. We got a top kill, but we do have to give Dragon because of it. As you can see, Nautilus just standing there doing the thing. It'd be really cool if I could gank mid, but the reality of ganking mid is like so low right now. They won't. Yeah, they just won't do that. Now, luckily, Nautilus taking random roam equals we get a kill. Nice. This is one of those games, man, where you just gotta kind of take the backseat here and just do your farm, take whatever ganks show, and don't overforce because Mastery is ahead. You know. Now, this Garen does have Phase Rush, so if he could proc it onto Cassante first, that would have been better. Luckily, what happened for us was even better than that. But yeah, we want him to proc Phase Rush, and then we punish him, because when Garen procs Phase Rush, he's going to start outrunning you. Life's going to suck. As he pulls you closer to the turret, and then one turret shot equals somehow you're in Garen ult range to death, and then life gets sad real quick. The high hope is that I'm not contested on these grubs by Master E. I would have to flash if that were to happen. And if he doesn't take my bot side or punish me on grubs here, we're in a great spot. Hopefully top side is pulling pressure to make Master E maybe incentivized to go there. Yeah, we just gotta die there. They got mid walk. It's okay. I was clearly doing that on a ward or something. That's really not that bad, though. We did get the feats point because I was able to secure the second grub. To be honest, in that situation, getting the second grub is crazy good. Because you shouldn't have been able to. They should have been able to. Sam, it's fun going on. Hope you're having a good one, too. And as you can see, we're almost finished our jungle pet, and we don't have any tank stats yet, right? Like, that's where we're trying to aim for. Is get green smite ticking, giving us a shield before my not tankiness on one item matters. That's why it's also important to farm on high damage builds. Just is what it is. Ooh, big hit for me actually. Hitting AD carry there is pretty important. It's killing the support, it doesn't really matter, but our AD carry hasn't died on these trades. Does he really need help? It's a Nautilus, bro. Yes, I don't know what he's scared of. He's just being scared. So we have TF here whole time. And now you see the value of the TF hover. Nico, there's no chance you're gonna run down here. Nice. Really good. And now you can see, right, that triple kill that Mastery got, right? He's only been able to turn it into 1 extra kill. Well, now we're living the dream. We're 4-1-1. Now we're equal farm. He's 1 dragon, I'm double grub, so we both got 1 point there. But we're pulling ahead on KP. And our build's starting to come together. Me getting items matters a little bit more than Mastery this game. Mostly just because my build kind of spikes really hard on 2 items, so it is what it is, right? Yuntal is good for 1v1, sure, but if you don't have the tankiness to start stepping into those 2v2s and those 3v3s, life can get a little annoying for you. Now my top laner is looking pretty strong. He hit the double chain vest, so Garen can't kill anymore. Again, jungle, we're both 1.5 items. You could maybe argue that I'm up a few hundred gold. Mid laners are both just kind of even. And my bot lane, my AD carries ahead. I would say their support's ahead, but it's an engaged sport, so who really cares? Really interesting flash there, and ghost actually, because you're running away from Briar. And the problem with running away from Briar is that's really hard to do. Go walk that ass into the turret for me, buddy. Bleed. When bleed finally falls off, which takes how long exactly? 5 seconds. Then 15 seconds after that, then you can execute. That fight didn't take 20 seconds. So how could you think that you could execute there? Obviously, you know that you can't. But you know, it is what it is. He didn't have better options. He could have played to like run around the wall to bait me to W over, and then with the W over, he could play to juke to the right. Maybe he gets a little bit more mileage, but reality is, just walking into the turret didn't play for anything. Nice. Now that's a really important kill because their team has to reset, and I might be able to get this dragon without smite. And if I could do that, that'd be really good. It's all going to come down to someone random stealing it or not, but their jungler can't, so that's really good. They do have Varus, one of the kings of stealing stuff, but if I sit here and I actually wait for my W2, what we can do, hit something like that. 400 damage, better than getting it to 70, right? Not bad. That was warded. We didn't get a ping on it, but it is what it is. We got a sweet fight there. He definitely greeted super hard for that Grom. Or crab. Quote of the day? I don't have one just yet. We'll see when it happens, though. Now, Rift Herald's up in 1 minute, so obviously we'd like to play for that, but we do need to get our item first. Like, if we could get our item plus jungle pet, then we could be on Black Cleaver and Green Smite Shield. That would be sweet. We need to kind of hide from Garen right now. Okay. Not bad at all. I don't think killing him is getting much better, so, like, actually just getting out of his way and not wasting my own time is pretty good. I'm going to take my recall now to get my item to play for this Rift. Mastery did get another kill, man. It's getting scary. He is legitimately every single kill on their team, basically, because a 2 and 4 AD carry doesn't matter, right? That's effectively 0 kills. I got a little bit of time to mess around. I don't foresee a world that I die here, but I've seen Garen do crazier things, so. He's going to blast him. We'll just put the ult on that and then miss, but either way, my W still catches him. But, talk to me about the thought of it, though. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me about the thought of hitting that ultimate. Would that have been cool? Mastery stays for another greed gank bot here. So that does give me Rift. Them getting bot turret did get them feats, though, so I see why he's not too worried about it. Because we got Void Grubs and a Dragon. That would have been 2 points, and then Rift would have given us 3. But because they played bot side, they were able to sneak it. I actually don't like Mastery's play that much, though. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how much killing Karma is good for them. Especially as it starts coming down to giving me his camps. Once my AoE of W gets at under 900, we can go for a green smite. Or smite, and then that'll give us health. Nice, that was a really good fight for us. Was that mastery that I saw down there or not the actual one? Was that Nico? I thought that was a real one, but either way. Really good fight for us. Really good buffery into wall. And, yeah, we're living the dream. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is where the build gets a little weird, where, like, third item, you can pivot Infinity Edge to play on 50% crit, which is, like, not that bad here. It's not that good. I like waiting past 50, but, you can go, you know, Death Stance is usually pretty good for buying you more tanky time, or you can go, you know, Titanic or something like that. I think this game, I kind of want Death Stance. I'm not healthy enough, but I don't think I'll need to be too healthy here unless I engage fights. You know, your health comes into questions when fights start on you, because you will be the first target, and you kind of saw it right there, right? Like, that's what happens when I'm the target. You know, maybe I don't live, but we do what we can. They're sending it on TF here. TF definitely dies to Garanar here in a second. Garen did get a kill at some point, so that actually reset his gold. We're living a dream. Nice. My Jhin did die, but he did get midwave in, so there's technically an upside here. Dragon's up in a minute 10. Mastery's pivoting down. I would say we're definitely ahead, so we might be able to play for this. I like it. Now that's Nico, top lane. There was a second Varus for those I didn't see. They must have seen me. Really? They didn't see me? I don't think... Oh, this is going to get a little scary. Guess we got to just go. Unfortunately, if he Qs my Q like that, life gets upsetting. I'm going to try and eat him away and then live with a W. AoE of W juice. My Karma is full health here. Can't help but think, had she stepped up a little bit, she might have been able to tank some damage for me there, but Mastery Qing my Q was definitely the biggest thing there. He got the better end of that interaction there. To be honest, Karma being alive actually set up Jhin, so her being alive actually worked out there. Nice. But that was a really good team fight for us, because that was essentially, like, overall it ended up being a 4v4, but it was a 3v4 for us where we pulled their TP. And the whole time Twisted Fate was split pushing mid. So it was pretty good. You probably wouldn't consider the Garen first kill part of it, but nice. We're doing good. Yeah, this build doesn't get magic resist or health without, like, really going out of your way. So someone like Nico getting fed with this build can be your biggest problem, right? Because you need time to work with magic resist. It definitely does feel weird to play Briar without an auto attack reset and the extra button, but Yuntel is kind of so good that it, you know, you kind of get by. Rocco! Thank you for the 3 months, my friend. Thank you so much. Super generous. Now, I do want to get my red buff before this fight. Red buff is such an incredible thing for fighting. If I can just actually walk at them, they will turn around. That's how much aura this build has. Oh, that guy there? You might juke to the right here. I like that Q, but now you're dead, so. I like the Q to dodge my R, but it's complete death for your whole team if you Q there. Because Mastery, like, here's how the matchup works. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead now. Here's how the matchup works. Like, why am I talking about the matchup mid-team fight, man? Can I not wait? Like, genuinely, can I not just, like, why do I have to be teaching while I play mid-team fight? Like, what is wrong with my head? The Mastery Briar matchup is we want him to Q, and then the moment he Qs, we go in. So that was awesome. Zendro says, lock in, Logan, lock in. Well, that's the thing, man. Lock in on what? The question is should I be teaching mid-team fight, or teaching or team fighting? Right? So when you said lock in, you're telling me team fight less and teach more, or you're telling me team fight more, teach less? Because that's the real question, man. Or are you saying lock in being do what I'm doing, but just do it better? See, team fight more, teach after, but then people won't give me credit. You know, I get a lot of credit. People are like, yo, Logan, the way you explained that in the moment was awesome, right? What about my boys? That's where my brain goes. My brain's like, will people actually care about the end result of the team fight after, and then I explain it? But either way, it is what it is. I mess up, man. It is what it is. But we got the Otacon there. Otacon is so much better now. It's just genuinely like one of the best objectives they've dropped. And you don't have to pick up the, you know, you don't have to go Farmville on them. I mean, it's disgustingly good. Yeah, not having the auto-tech reset sucks, man. Like, Unitel does feel just flat out good enough to play without it, in terms of damage. But something about just clicking that extra key really makes me happy, man. Okay, our runes are doing really good. High damage runes. Again, I don't think Alacrity is worth it on Briar anymore. Like, unless you're doing a specific build that, like, really, really wants it. I think Legend Haste is, like, clearly better.
Food doesn't have to be blood?
Because, like, you know, Alacrity isn't really changing how many auto attacks you get during a W. You know, it's not going to turn, you know, a 6 auto W to 7, or a 7 to an 8. Unless, like, really used in tandem with other things, in which you're probably already getting those breakpoints of autos anyway. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of not rocking. Hit a long W there. Make sure that he stands still. I like W2ing midway through a Garen fight, just because once you get too low, you're already dead. It is what it is. You're already dead. Go ahead and hit your sweeper. Try and prep for a good, kind of like a flank ult here. Ooh, you might not even have to ult. Look at this guy. Okay, you do. Luckily, Nautilus should step up. We go straight to them. Hit a big fear. Everyone goes running. You know the drill. Once he Qs, I would look to E. There it is. We actually don't need to. Oh, okay. Yeah, you actually don't really need to. Once he Q'd, we don't have to, like, prep our E anymore to hit him from the, like, off the jump. We can simply just Q him and then look for the E. Looks like the FF. GG. I mean, build sweet, man. What do you want me to say? Build sweet. And again, remember, that game, Master Yi started 3-0. Imagine if he doesn't have that good of an early game, right? He has just my early game, which is just farming and 1 kill. Roles are reverse, man. It's not close. But GG. My team played pretty well. Not gonna lie. Gotta give credit. 390? Not bad. I think getting this win might have put me to be ranked 1 and 2 on NA. I would have to check. Maybe it's 400. I don't know. But either way, most damage in the game. We're up 1,300 gold. Almost most damage taken. We got 2nd place, and he only gets that one because of last team fight when he took his whole health bar. Lethal tempo through the roof here. 1,200 in a short game. Because lethal tempo gets better late game. So getting this much early is crazy. Treasure Hunter, sudden impact, all killing it. Nice.